Hey yo, fucking you whispering. He's rarity because I steal interest. It's not my thing. I steal interest because I am unoriginal and stupid. Who cares? We're back with more Sakura Shrine Girls. Let's continue on with this game because it's fun. Alright. What a day that was. Both Kaio and Nayako have been bullied by disembodied spirits around school now. Why are they getting targeted? Hey, Toru. Think about those two stray cats kin, aren't you? Yeah. Whenever I'm around them, spirits seem to start acting up. Oh, that's because they're the new kids on the block. They're gonna be the two guardian spirits of those two gates, you know? That means they're gonna go govern all those spirits in the surrounding lands too. So as you can understand, some spirits don't take too kindly to them. It's been rather wild around here since it's been a few years without some proper guardian spirits. Until then, the Ascension Festival happens, we're gonna be dealing with those things like a lot. Another reason why they're around, you know? So I'm like a spiritual bodyguard for them? Well, a bit like that, yeah. Well, that's pretty much how I've always been in our family. So did you have two spirits around you to help too? Oh, yeah. It's been a while, though. I haven't heard from them in a few years. I'm not that worried, though. I'm going to end up in the beyond sooner or later as well. We can catch up to him. Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't mean to pry. It just sort of slipped out. Oh, honestly, Toru. He rustles my hair with one hand. You don't need to give my age without having a bit of mongrel in you, too. A few words ain't gonna kill me. I'm just happy we can talk about these things now. Yeah, that's right. Whenever we talk now, we can carry a conversation with me about spirits. For I just nodded and agreed, never actually paying attention to what he was saying. Oh, I'm just glad you can tell me about these things. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it by myself. Oh, that's what family's for, ain't it? He puts a hand on my shoulder. Hey, we're here for each other when we're sailing through troubled waters. Now then, hurry up and get some dinner in you. If you can't talking about all these sample things all day, you're just gonna make yourself sad. The past ain't as important as here now, got it? Yeah, I completely agree. So what's for dinner tonight? Well, I decided I'm gonna try out some curry tonight. I heard that curry helps save off Alzheimer's. What sort of curry are you thinking of tonight? Not really sure yet. What about steak curry with plenty of chili? Not too hot though, okay? I really can't handle spicy food. Oh, come on, Toru. If we get you eating curry now, imagine how sharp your mind will be when you get to my age. It's then we hear someone knocking at the door. Oh, now how could that be? I head over and open it wide. I knew it was Kaio. Greetings, Toru. She bows before me. May I please come in? Now you can have someone without a care in the world. Okay then, woman, you freaking stepping in, dear lord. She sniffs the air. Hey, is that curry powder I smell? Oh, I want an extra big bowl. Please restrain yourself. We are guests in the Akita household. As such, we have to conduct ourselves in a dignified manner. These two are here, they must have made up somehow. That's a small step in the right direction, at least. Oh, I don't remember the last decision. Oh. Let me think. Okay, last decision. Let the... Okay, we need to think about this all your sugar bliots. Let us cut loose. I don't think Grandpa would mind. Feel free to relax. Right, Grandpa? Well, I don't really mind that much, you know. You two can really make yourselves at home. Grandpa seems happy to have extra company. It's been a while since you last visited, Kaio. Aren't you doing alright? I'm doing fine, Mr. Akita. Thank you for your concern. Once again, she bows. Oh, seriously. Grandpa just shakes his head. Well, I usually cook too much anyway. It'll be ready soon, alright? He shovels off from the kitchen. So what brings you two here? Oh, we wanted to see you, Toru. What she says is true. Also, I thought about what she said, and I apologized. I still think she's too much for a prude, though. Perhaps you are right. For now, though, let us not concern ourselves with that much with that. I understand that Nayako has been helping with your training. Could you please come by my shrine tomorrow so that I may help you as well? After school, of course. Well, I don't have anything planned, so why not? Oh, but I want to spend more time with him. Hey, it's only fair, Nayako. This is a delicate situation, however. I have to make sure that I balance my time between both of them. If they get me involved with their feud, it's just gonna get really messy. The last thing I want is to be accused of favoring one of them over the other. Yet again, that's probably why I'm here. The last thing I was expecting as a priest was to play peacemaker between two feuding spirits. Oh, so how do you like your curry, you two? Hot and spicy, or ready for a mild like my grandson? The hottest you can make it, please. I am more partial to mild curry. It is hard to enjoy the flavors when your mouth is burning. Oh, right, I remember now. We had a big curry last night, you two came over. You two really should have came over more often, though. Now that I think about it, Grandpa was living by himself before I came. Did he ever get lonely? I imagine he must have at times. Oh, so you prefer mild curry too, Toru. And here I thought you'd have real taste in curry. I imagine that he still possesses a deeper understanding of curry than you do. Truly enjoying the flavors instead of dumping spices in is the only way to enjoy the curry. You know what? I just gotta go ahead and say, you like curry hot? That's good. I like mine have a little. Never had curry in my life. But if I just had to go and have curry, I'm just going by the stuff I usually eat. I gotta take a little spice in there where you can feel it, but not too much where it distracts the meal. So more mild. After enjoying some of the best curry I've had in years, Kaio and Nayako end up joining me in my room. The two of them stand awkwardly side by side. So really, why are you here? There's no particular reason for our visit. What Kaio is saying is that it gets pretty lonely around our shrines at night, so we'd like to be somewhere else just for today. Well, that's not an unreasonable answer. So, this is your room, Toru. It is rather pleasant. Nayako seems more interested in television. Oh, what's this thing supposed to be? She pokes it with her finger. Please do not touch the screen like that. Screen? It looks like a window, except it's not attached to a wall. And you can't see through the other side. She examines it curiously. You should not tamper with things you do not understand, Nayako. Hey, just because you said it, I want to tamper with it even more. She begins feeling along the sides of it. Oh, there's some sort of switch or button. She presses it and the television comes alive. Startled, she leaps back from the screen. Her shock slowly gives way to wonder. The pictures! They're moving! It seems like an old cowboy film is playing right now. Nayako suddenly seems like she's really excited. What are those little men running around inside the television? Are they spirits too? Despite feigning polite disinterest, I noticed that Kaio can't take her eyes off the screen either. What is this device supposed to be, Toru? It's a television. Television? No, one word. Television. Her tail seems to form a question mark as she continues to watch the movie play. It looks like a chase scene with a train. Did you tell me not to touch it so that I don't end up on the other side? The warden last time the television looked pretty wild. How can I explain if it'll probably damage the screen if you touch it? She'd probably think the little ripples in the display means she'll suck you in or something. Not really sure how I'd explain it to her. Kaio seems to notice the uncomfortable look in my face. I think we should turn it off for now. No! Look, they're catching up to the train now! Nagi seems to be getting into it, without bothering Toru. If I were to guess how this device works is not a simple matter to discuss. I am sure that you will be willing to indulge us on the topic another time. Aww. Come on, Kaio. Try to have some fun once in a while. Despite her feigned indifference, I think Kaio seemed interested in the movie too. That's alright, I really don't mind. I can't think of quite a way to explain how televisions work right now, so let's just enjoy the movie. Movie? Once again, her tail goes into a question mark. I suppose if that is not a bother to Toru, then we can continue watching. Nayako purrs at that. She sits up from my bed, comfortably stretching out. This is fun! Look out, he's behind you! I wasn't expecting someone like an old cowboy movie so much. Hey, Toru, could you scratch behind my ears for me? Eh? Why? Well, I thought it'd be a nice role for me apologizing. Freaking you and your awards! Oh, you! She winks at me. If you require someone to pet you, why not allow me to do it? Eh? No way! Kaio's hands are already moving behind her head. Oh boy! Seal of approval. Man, look at that face. Look at that blood. That's something you should see. It's not this game. She firmly grabs onto Nayako's ears. There's an immediate reaction from Nayako. She tries to pull away, but is unable to escape Kaio's touch. You are mine, woman! The creaking grow pains. I swear, you always put up such a fuss when I do this. You know they're sensitive. Why do you always do this to me? Every time. The look on her face does not say that she hates it, though. Just relax, okay? I swear. Every time Kaio strokes her ears and scratches them, Naoko visibly trembles from the sensation. Since you're aware of how sensitive they are, why were you asking Toru to scratch them for you? You wouldn't have any hidden motives behind them, would you? No, he's our priest. He should be able to do things like that. The priest was attend to the needs of the guardian spirits. You know that, right? Oh, really now? I can't help but wonder. Kaio's movements become a bit faster. Naoko rises and knees her fingers, her tail swishing like crazy all over the place. I heard the lowest, smallest moan escape from her lips. That's quite a noise she just made right there. But that isn't my fault! It's always you with your weird ear-scratching technique. With your weird eat-scratching technique. Oh boy, I'm numb. Dear God. You do this to me every single time. Well, let's just say that buckets of water made me feel especially vengeful. But I apologized. Apologies with your deeds, not with your words. Anyone who can simply say sorry, it takes a truly admirable individual to endure punishment. No, let go! Toru, help me! Make her let go! Why does she want me to scratch her ears if this is the result? Okay, this time we're going with Kaio again. I guess Kaio has a point. Well, I think that's after the cold bucket of water. An eye for an eye. And also, I like seeing this. This is very fun. I don't want to stop this. No! Help! It would go a long way if she proved that she was truly sorry. And stopped trying to struggle out of my grip. Kaio's actually a little bit scary right now. Her demeanor hasn't changed much, but she's demonstrating a steely, unbending determination. You're filled with determination. Dun dun dun! A freaking underfill fight was cool though. I just wish she wasn't using it for the wrong reason. Toru, make her stop. I don't have the strength to get away now. Alright, fun's over. I spend the rest of the night acting as a mediator between those two parties. Between those two. Yep. And watching too many cowboy movies. When I woke up, both of them were gone. I barely got any sleep last night. Oh, you look like you've been through hell itself, Toru. Grandpa slapped me on the back. Women have a way of trying you out, don't they? To say the least. As it turns out that both of them like old cowboy movies. Oh, oh, oh. Those girls have good taste. You found quite a lucky catch, Toru. I can only groan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep putting up with this. Oh, relax. It ain't that bad, is it? Just because someone's a bit tough at first don't mean you should give up. The most rewarding thing in life are the things you have to work hard for. Now then, you have training in the afternoon with Kaio, don't you? Well, I'm guessing she told you on the way out. Yeah, she's rather forward. She wouldn't make a bad wife, you know. Do you really think so? Oh, of course. Anyway, time for breakfast. I got some bacon and eggs for you today. When you were a young man, you gotta eat and grow big, and you get some pretty damn stereotypical breakfast. Not to mention to keep your energy up when dealing with girls. Oh, I wish you would stop talking about girls. That was a tickle on my throat. After slogging through a boring day of school, I finally managed to drag myself into Kaio's shrine. Although Naiko's shrine is nice in its own way, I can't help but feel there's something far more mystical at work with Kaio's shrine. As I approach the front door, I seem to slip through the barrier between worlds. Small flecks of golden sparks shine through the air, almost as fireflies are dancing throughout the air. Gentle whispers echo in the breeze. Slowly, I open the front door. Hello! Kneeling on the floor, Kaio bows before me as I enter. Welcome, Toru. I apologize for not allowing you to get sufficient rest last night. It was rather selfish of me to not turn off the television. Oh, please, Kaio. You don't need to be so firm with me all the time. I keep telling you this. I just feel more comfortable like this. We share a special relationship, and I would like to give that relationship the utmost respect. So, my actions are appropriate, I feel. I do not wish to be so carefree about it like Naoko is. Quietly, she sits up and turns toward the shrine. Please, sit down next to me. Alright. I take a seat next to her, doing my best to mimic her seating posture. Shrines are placed typically where the walls are the thinnest. There is not a single place where a spirit or a priest has more power than at the focal points. As such, this is the most appropriate place to train your skills. Clearly, your mind. And open your heart. Such things are easier said than done. However, I do my best to follow her instructions. Now, just listen. As I listen, I begin to hear voices all around me. Gentle, delicate voices. The words they speak, I cannot understand. But their voices are akin to wind chimes. Delicate and beautiful. Well, I hear them. There are so many different voices, though. I know that is overwhelming. But you will need to learn how to understand them in time. These spirits are the people you will be working with. When you can, simply take the time to stop and listen to what they have to say. Throughout that, you too will deepen your own understanding. Are you following me so far? Well, I think I am. Those are the lessons I would leave for you today. Since you have so little sleep, I do not want to be inconsiderate and put you through anything too exhausting. The entire time I'm with her, she seems to only consider my feelings on the matter. We can make this as brief. If you wish to return home now, I understand. So please, what is a message for you to desire? What would you want me to do? Eh? What do you mean? I'm asking if you what you want me to do. I am tired and all, but if you would like me to stay for a while, that isn't exactly a problem for me. You're a cool girl. She seems to be taken aback for a moment, but gradually she regains her composure. You are saying odd things, Toru. They aren't that odd, you know. You say that you're in my care, didn't you? A priest should serve the guardian spirit, not the other way around, right? Well, I suppose that is true. If you would like to stay, I do not have any protests. She seats herself in a more comfortable position. In fact, perhaps you should indulge my curiosity, Toru. Sure, ask away. If you were a cynic, then why did you come all of this way? After all, simply abandoning whatever life you had and moving somewhere else, that would have been difficult, right? Well, I didn't believe in these Joe's spirits or ghosts and all that hogwash. Doesn't mean I don't believe in family. Even if you hate doing something, if you can bring a family member peace of mind, then I see no reason not to. The other thing is that all traditions need to be kept alive, you know? Someone does this, you keep going to do it. Whether we like it or not, the past defines the future. So we have to do our best to preserve the past, even if we do not necessarily believe in it. What an interesting way of thinking. So, you came here to preserve a tradition. How formal. Exactly. If I had not done that, I would have gone through the rest of my life thinking my grandfather was becoming senile. But everything he said was the truth. I am just glad that I have found out that he's still around. I imagine it would be regretful to have discovered this place before passing on to the beyond. But you should not be worried about that. The flames of his life burn brightly inside of him. He's going to be around for a very long time yet. Oh, I'm glad. We have a lot that we need to catch up on together. I can only imagine. She quietly looks out towards a small opening where the sun rays are sleeping through, allowing on its gaze from her. The sun is so pleasant today. The nature spirits around here are truly generous with their bounty. Michelle wraps around her, her face filled with content. Although she tries to keep herself formal and composed, she is still a cat at the end of the day. The light of the sun lures all cats towards it and tilted them into sleep. Her tail looks like especially glossy at the sunshine of it. Is something the matter, Toru? You seem to be staring at me. Oh, it's nothing. Well, I won't pay it any mind then. I don't want to admit it. Once again, I'm being entranced by her beauty. I mean, hey, she's cute! I can see that. I do not know if it's because she is a spirit, or it's just my own perspective. But whether I look at her, I feel this longing in my heart. I don't really understand why. You're staring again, Toru. If something is making you uncomfortable, you should be free to speak. No, it's not that, really. I promise it's not. I'd better change the topic. So, let's just run by me again. There are spirits and everything around me? Kaya nods thoughtfully. That is correct. Look all around you. Don't you see something? I look more closely, and I swear I see the outlines of something drifting in and out of the shrine. Well, I think I do, but I can only get a very vague idea of what I'm looking at. Sight is the hardest sense to train while viewing spirits. How come I'm able to perceive you so easily then? That ties in with the Ascension Festival. Normally, spirits cannot remain in your world. But through the binding to these shrines, and with our priest as a guiding light, we are able to anchor ourselves here, which in turn give us the authority to rule over spirits in this land. The air you breathe, the food you eat, the water you drink, all of these things are filled with spirits and the very essence of life itself. Well, that's unsettling. I bring spirits alive. Oh, no, it's not like that at all. Nothing you can do can harm a spirit if you exist in the material world. The point is that these spirits ensure the health of the world. In essence, they are the cogs which keep the machine turning. Despite existing in an ambiguous state of being, they are much a part of the world as you are. Kaio sighs to herself. If only all spirits are so devoted to their duties. You're talking about Nayoko again, aren't you? Who else? We shouldn't be so hard on Nayoko. I'm a Hilligan from her perspective. I think that Nayoko does have a point. Sometimes you do have to relax just a little bit, you know? Perhaps she does, but the way she tries to put it forward completely without certain intentions. I must admit that I was rather surprised that she chose to apologize to me, however, and yet you still, as I said, apologize with deeds, not words. Well, it looks like I'm not going to change her mind on the topic. Would you like me to teach you some prayers, Toru? Prayers? To help me communicate with the spirits. Exactly. She readjusts her position. Let us begin. Oh, look how formal. It'd be greater and less like goofy if we didn't have a Neko or Neko tail, but it makes it better. To the spirits residing here in this shrine, please listen to my voice. Please help guide Toru through this journey. She grasps her hands together and closes her eyes. Although I mimic the position she's in, I can't close my eyes. Once again, I find myself unable to look away from her. Repeat with me, Toru. Please guide me. Please help me. Please guide me. Please help me. The rays of the sun seem to grow brighter as I pray. They are responding. And they have many questions about the new priest, it seems. Oh, is that so? They know that it has been a long time since the priest has last been here, so they are more than eager for your arrival. A smile forms on her face. They say you have a good soul, and that a bright future lies ahead of you. Is that so? It most certainly is. I wish to talk to them myself. Sorry if you're not able to follow this, Toru. Soon she begins to chant a strange prayer. Her chanting has a strange harmonic vibe to it. It seems to resonate in and without around us. While listening to this beautiful melodic voice, I once again find myself completely enraptured by her. Are all the spirits from the beyond so beautiful? The words she speaks are strangely musical. I can't follow what she's saying. What language do they speak in the beyond? Even though I do not know the words of their meaning, sometimes about it seems to speak to my very soul. Almost as if I'm picking his meaning with a sense I don't even know I had. She appears to be going to a deep trance. The words pour like waterfall, gently pouring down. I see. So that's who he was. What are you talking about? They are just talking about the previous priest. They say that they miss him, and that they also say that they hope he stay around for much longer than he did. Ugh, freaking thirsty. These don't have that freaking orange cream soda like last time. That thing was good, but it was really sweet. Yeah. Must be a large history to this place. I don't think I said that, so I'm gonna repeat it. How many spirits have passed through the two gates? And how many priests helped them through the Ascension Festival? For the rest of the afternoon, Kaio guides me through a prayer and meditation, and my mind feels all the more sharper for it. Well, nice. It's been a surprisingly peaceful day today. I had no more uninvited feline visitors during the night. Kaio must have told Nayoko to stay away till I got more proper sleep. It's not something I had really bothered to notice, but I seem to be getting a lot more attention today due to my association with those two cats. Have you heard about that new guy, Toru? Yeah, I heard he's gonna be that. He could be those two abandoned shrines of the Kaio and Nayoko. What's the deal with him anyway? Every other guy who approaches them get rejected outright. I don't get it either. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes, like extorting them or something. Yeah, I bet that's what he's doing. I've heard that weird things happen around him all the time too. One girl said that she saw him with mayonnaise tube. He was squirting it all over Nayako. Oh. It looks like those incidents have not gone unnoticed. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, he thinks he can just show up and steal both of them away like that. And he just moved out of the middle of nowhere just to be here. It really makes you think. There's something weird going on there. Yeah, we should really take the time to look further into it. Well, hey, it's not that particularly polite to talk about something if they can't hear you. Two of them were called for me. What are you talking about? Keep your nose out of your people's business. I say you should do the same. Mind keeping it down a bit? Two of them grumbled from moved further away from me. How's he able to hear us? I know, right? We're barely whispering. Wait. I can still hear him all the way from here. Must have something to do with the exercise I've been doing. My senses are becoming sharper as I tap into the potential as a medium. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Now that you think about it, there is something weird about him too. Yeah, haven't you ever noticed how Nayako and Kaio have this kind of aura to him? I don't know what that is. But he seems to have it too. What's that supposed to mean? He must have some sort of past or something with those two we don't know about. It just isn't fair. It should be us hanging with them. What? I'm going to do what I want. What utterly pathetic and juvenile ambitions those two have. I pretend that I can't hear them inside of my chair. I swear, I hate little mongrels like them. Anyone who sits around peddling lies really bothers me. Keeping in mind I used to be the biggest cynic around, this isn't really surprising. Ugh. Those two are just types who spread rumors around haunted houses and scare some poor kid half to death with them. Well, I prefer to be patient with people. I just can't stand people like them. That's how I've always been and how I always will be. Oh, it's the roof. I guess what I get for double clicking. That's much better. I can't up here idiots talking about baseless rumors up there. Just the gentle sound of the wind gently brushing up against the fence. I dealt with people like them in the past. Since then I was a hardcore skeptic. I haven't played detective and poke holes all the ridiculous rumors floating around the school. As such, I really wasn't a very popular guy. I tried to play the hurtful things I said as harmless jokes. But I'll be damned if they're harmless. I guess I just maybe fall into the role of being a cynic after a long time. Someone had to point out that the rumors were nonsense that did not make sense at all. But at the same time, if I had not done that, what would I have noticed around me? Even now, everything is clearer to me. I can hear the wind more clearly, my vision is sharper, more vivid. Everything is very different to me. I do not think what I did was in vain, though. Although I could not see spirits when I was younger, at least I can protect them from outrageous rumors. Honestly, if I hear this two talking about me, Nayako or Kaio, I might just give them a piece of my mind. Toru! Can you hear me, Toru? Ayako? Where are you exactly? Well done, Toru. You're becoming better at this. I look all around me, but I'm the only one on this rooftop. Please exclaim yourself, Nayako. Oh, come on, Toru. Haven't you worked it out yet? You're a medium. You can talk with spirits with just your mind. It's still kind of uncomfortable to be talking into thin air, you know. Okay, let me try something. An ethereal version of Nayako appears before me. Oh god, you're bright! Her sudden appearance is enough to startle me. What on earth? Is that better? Vaguely. This is kind of surreal to me. Oh, come on, I put a lot of effort into this. She pouts grumpily. It's not easy to protect a phantom version of yourself from someone else's mind. Well, I don't doubt that. So, where are you right now? I'm in the classroom. How was training with Kaio yesterday, by the way? She didn't do as good a job as I did, right? You really shouldn't be comparing yourself to her all the time. Well, it's not that. I just want to know if she did a better job than me in your opinion, that's all. I swear. Don't worry about it, okay? I don't need this to become some sort of game where they try to win my approval. Do we really have to talk like this? Well, it's good practice, isn't it? Still makes me uncomfortable. Gotta head back down to the classroom, alright? Oh, fine. And here I was thinking I was gonna get some super special training time with you. When I got back from the rooftop, those two guys before at Nayako's desk. Nayako, why'd you choose to hang out with that guy? What's so special about him? Well, I don't think you'd understand if I told you. Oh, come on, just look at him.
You can use him as every single extra in a movie, no one would notice. That's how unremarkable he is. We want you along before he turned up. I know it's not really our business, but don't you think we explain this to us?
That girl looks like she had enough of both of them. You guys have always been annoying. And it's really none of your business. Shoo! Shoo! Utterly crushed as two of them retreat to the corner of the classroom. I can overhear them sulking. Dealing with some pests? To say the least. Those two have been bothering Kyle and I ever since we came here. You just won't take a hint. I'm sorry. I guess I really didn't explain how popular we were. Now that you've gotten mixed into all this rumor mongering, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. There's nothing that they can say that they'll bother me. Well, I dealt with like this before, so don't worry about me. But it's because of me that they seem to say things about you. Can't be helped, can it? Even so, I don't like guys talking about you that way. You're not unremarkable, Toro. Far from it. People like them are the worst because they fixate on appearance. And we both know that appearances are very, very deceiving. Well, to say the least, both of us laughed together. But Naiko's ears perk up. I can hear them too. Damn that Toro.
I know, right?
How come you're laughing with him like that? Naiko begins to hiss under her breath. Don't. They aren't worth it. Excuse me a moment. I begin to hear a strange melodic tune hum through the air. A strong winds begin to pick up.
Sneeze?
That wasn't a sneeze. First one, what this one's gonna be. I was about to sneeze on the first one, so I said sneeze, but then when it sneezed... So I guess it kind of was a sneeze, but it was like a half sneeze, because I tried talking.
Hey, what the?
Suze gets blown out of the room with a sudden, forceful gale. His comment quickly follows.
Is the room haunted?
The two of them panic. I hear them rushing down the hall. Fortunately, no one else is in the room to witness that.
Etch.
Was that really necessary, man? I mean, I know they're dicks and all, but still. Was that really necessary? They were bothering my priest. Of course that was. I think they have to be careful that she doesn't keep doing things like that.
So what'd you do there?
I didn't do anything. But the wind spirits are really out of control, aren't they? She let out a content sigh. It really is nicer in here without trash talking behind your back, don't you think?
Well, it is pleasant. I won't argue with that.
How are you able to tell yourself that doesn't matter, though? If people say nasty things about me, I strike back. Sometimes it's better not to escalate things needlessly. You already have to turn the other cheek at times, and if you just lash out, you probably just make things worse than they already are. Oh, Taro. You really are a great person, you know. Hey, I'm not a saint or anything. I got pretty mad at them before. I didn't really want to make a scene in front of you, though. Oh, just leave it to me to make a scene, then. That really isn't necessary. Oh, come on, Toro. You need to live life with a relaxed attitude. Oh, cute. That's cute. I like. She leans over my desk and looks at me dead in the eye. If you let nasty splendid fight with people like those walk all over you, it will only bring you unhappiness. But don't you worry. I'll be here to protect you from now on. Shouldn't I be protecting you? I am your priest after all. Well, who said it had to be one way? Her tail strands straight up in the air. You shouldn't lean in like that, you know. She looks down at herself. Why not? Because... Oh, come on, you know the reason why. They're pressing together quite tightly. Well, I don't see the problem if it's you, Toro. You're my priest after all. No one in this world, or the next, shares a relationship as special as ours. So... She shakes her chest a little bit. I don't mind. You don't really mind either, do you?
Well, I guess there's no one else around. Maybe just this once.
Your eyes do not lie, Toro. I have you under my spell.
Well, I suppose she's not wrong. It's a little hard to look elsewhere while she's shoving them right in my face, though. To be honest, I actually find it rather hard to look her in the eye. I'm worried that I could be completely lost in those crystal clear eyes. Her beauty is something that she would only speak of in fairy tales and legends. It's that kind of beauty, haunting and otherworldly. Are you facing off, Toro? What are you thinking about? Nothing in particular. You got the silly look on your face, you know. Anyways, if those guys come back, the first thing you should do is let the local spirits know. I've had a talk with them about things lately, and they'll protect you too. Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. I can recommend myself, you know. Well, just because you can do that doesn't mean you have to. That's what friends are for, after all. Well, it's not something I think about. But if I were to guess, Naoko doesn't seem to be looking at a relationship as a wholly professional. I don't understand what girls think, but just maybe... Yeah, I guess that's what friends are for. But remember, that you can ask people for help too, alright? Like with a mayonnaise bottle? Well, yeah. Let's just hope that things like that don't keep happening. We quietly talk away until it's time for our next class. Between my training as a priest in school, it seems that I can't get a single moment of rest. One thing I did do was look further into the Attention Festival, and that everyone keeps mentioning it around me. The local history of our shrine that suggests that a festival is held there every year to celebrate the coming of new gods to our world. It's not that only this town, but multiple different places around this countryside too. Everyone in this region celebrates the Ascension Festival as a sign of respect to the spirits who help nurture and guide the forces of nature, and ensure the prosperity of this land. If I were to take a guess, new guardian spirits must emerge into our world every single year, overtaking the duties that their predecessor once filled. This year, the spirits of the two gates will ascend, and those two spirits are Kaio and Naoko. All of my training to ensure that my soul is a beacon for Naoko and Kaio to keep themselves anchored into this world. That's a good idea, you know? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's not really something I'm worried about at this point, though. The two of them have said that I have a strong spirit. Perhaps one thing I need to do is look deeper into my family's history. My father was a priest, as was my grandfather, as was my great-grandfather. Did all of them attend spirits similar to Kaio and Naoko? Maybe I should talk to my grandfather about it when I get home. Oh, welcome home, Toru. I come home with the smell of cinnamon and peppers. Reckon you can handle some more curry tonight? Well, that's fine by me. I take a seat at the table. Hey, you usually go to your room. Something on your mind? I wanted to know, Grandpa. I know that you're probably just joking about it, but what would happen if I... Do I really want to ask this? If you would! Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. Grandpa gives me a funny look. Well, if you say it's nothing, I'll believe you. Might occur tonight, I'm guessing. Grandpa, who are the spirits you attended when you were a priest? He grows quiet. Oh, why are you asking like that, like it's so suddenly? I just wanted to know if all of them in our family had dealt with the same problems I have. Oh, you're asking if they were girls, right? Damn, he's got me. Well, they were. The spirits I looked after resided in the two gates. Beautiful as you can imagine those two were. He goes quiet as he seems to reflect on his memories. Oh, I miss them. I miss them a lot. Sorry, that was really insensitive of me. Oh no, don't be sorry. The days I spent with them are some of the fondest memories I have. He picks up the jar, he keeps rolling the cinnamon in. They love curry, you know. I used to make vegetable curries for them, that they actually get some vegetables in their diet. One of them loves fast food, the other one they're just knowledge you can get. So there were two of them. Yep, that's always how it's been at the two gates. Why, there's two of them. Two spirits, one priest. There's a longing in his voice that he talks about the past. Oh, believe me, they used to be a real handful. I don't like your two stray cats. Day after day, I'll be the one chasing after them, make sure they didn't do anything ridiculous. Cleaning up those two shrines was a lot of work, too. Oh boy. But I loved every minute of it. The retirement plan for when my duties end wasn't too bad either. Whoever's on the other side and beyond, they're very generous to their priests. Just a smile forms on Grandpa's face. I hope that I'll be able to make curry for them again one day. Both of us know that there's something past this life. There's somewhere out there and beyond. And if I have to cook the unhealthiest curry I can bring them to me, then I will. But that's a long way off. He rustles my hair. I'm in no rush ahead for the beyond. So don't you worry, Toru. Grandpa plans to stay around for a long time. After all, I can't leave my grandson to handle those two spirits by myself, can I? Now that I think about it, Grandpa never really told me about much about his past. Beyond being a priest and the weird things said about spirits, I really don't know much about him. Wait, just realized something. I don't actually know what my grandmother looks like. Grandpa did have a wife, didn't he? Well, if he didn't, then it definitely wouldn't be here. Who was she then? Never seen any photos of her around the house. She must have died a long time ago before I was born. But for today, I don't think I should ask her any more questions. Probably fucked a cat. Thanks, Grandpa. Maybe we can try out that vegetable curry you mentioned. Well, that sounds like a great idea. Oh, but you've already started cooking something else. Oh, that's no reason why I can't make both. Just because I'm an old man don't mean I can put in some hard work, Toru. Don't worry about that. I can only shake my head. Well, don't work yourself too hard, old man. Best not to burn yourself out. Grandpa just laughs. Oh, it'll be ready about half an hour. So go ahead and take some time to rest in your room. You look pretty tired. Sounds like a good idea. Heading up the stairs, I noticed the door to my room was unhinged again. Oh, come on, Nayoko. You can't just keep sneaking down my room like this. It's gonna be Kyle, isn't it? Slam the door wide open. I'm a freaking psychic, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Let's go on and see what was happening. Boy, walking the girl changing, she doesn't care. Pulling her skirt down, her eyes are partially closed. The word gets stuck in my throat. I have actually seen her lingerie before in this angle before. Although I'm focused on her chest a lot, she actually has quite an impressive... Toru. She looks back at me. It's nice to see you again. What are you doing in my room, Kyle? Getting undressed. Why in my room? Why are you here? Is there something wrong with that? Though you are my priest after all. You understand me better than anyone else in this world. Someone like this should not have a problem with a relationship as intimate as ours. Well, yeah, but it actually is a problem. Am I really so displeasing to look upon, Toru? No, it's not that at all. Then what is the problem? The problem is the exact opposite. An extremely attractive girl getting undressed in front of me. What else am I supposed to react? She continues to pull her skirt down, letting it fall on the floor. Giving me an unobstructed view of her panties and stockings. Oh god, anime! And tightly cling to her form, covering far less than what you would expect. Once again, I found myself unable to avert my eyes. She looks back at me over her shoulder, her amber eyes watching my every reaction. Listen, if you're gonna get undressed, use the bathroom or something. There's a lock on that for a reason. How come I acted so embarrassed when the wind spears before, and you're so brazenly stripping down in front of me? I do not want anyone else to see me like that. But I don't mind if it's you, Toru. That's simply it. Her hands swing sleeve underneath the top, gradually pulling it upward. That's enough, alright? Come on, Toru. We are going to be together for a very long time, so do not become so flustered by something as simple as this. I swear, this is gonna actually act around me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The more and more I see of her, the more my heart feels like it's gonna act on its own. I just wonder where this all will go. After I left the room for a bit, I returned to find Kyle waiting for me. She's seated in a formal pose once again, in her Shrine Maiden uniform. Yes. Please excuse me. I was passing by our house and needed to get changed. It's a much further walk to my shrine than here, so I felt that you would not mind. Well, I guess I don't. Just let me know first, okay? That's not an issue. I am surprised that your grandfather did not mention I was here. You know what I hate in this game? I didn't get to see the decisions. I'm triggered. Studio trigger. You better know. This triggers me. I'm gonna be triggered. Alright. Good. Alright. You know what? It's actually a kind of good thing. I like that. He does that. Nayaka turns up invited all the time. She still does that? Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Is it now? Better change the subject. Kyle, I have a question. I would do my best to answer it. You mentioned there being a covenant with my family a long time ago. What exactly is that about? We are a particular kind of guardian spirits, as you might have guessed. Well, yeah. The cat ears and tail have fairly distinct features. There are many spirits like us in our house, and our house has always used men from your family as the priest. The covenant is an agreement that we share. In exchange for the prosperity that your family has been blessed with, your family must put forward a priest of every generation with the changing of 2 great guardian spirits. Your father honored this agreement, as did your grandfather, as did your great-grandfather, and as you do now. As such, our house and your family share a long, long history with one another. I see. What is the deal with your house, then? Is it like a family or what? More akin to the clan of your world. None of us are actually related to one another, so it would be far-fetched to call us a family. I cannot explain it myself, but spirits simply manifest into existence. It's long been debated where we actually come from. For the beyond has mysteries even its own sins cannot explain. Well then. The only ties and relations we share are the ones we make ourselves, rather than the bonds your blood share with your family. When the guardian spirits of our particular kind are discovered, they are invited to join us in our house. I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah, I think I get it. How weird. Are spirits in your house women? Yes, all of them are. Once again, since we do not understand our own origins, we cannot determine the reason behind this. Well, if it can't be explained, I suppose there really isn't much to ask about it. Well, how exactly does your house determine who goes to the 2 gates then? It is a highly political matter. There are spiritual groups in the house who attempt to raise their own status by putting forward their own candidates. It is considered to be a high honor to be attended by priests of the Akita family. Other factors are also considered. You need a certain temperament to handle the pressure the position gives. I was put forward as a candidate because I believed my temperament was well suited to the role. And Nayoko? For one reason to the other, they seem to believe that she would be well suited to the role as well. I am not about to pretend that I understand the reasoning behind it. But alas, I am not in a position to argue. She was chosen, and that is final. Kaya looks out the window. I have already dressed out in my traditional garb, so there is no reason for me to stay. Well, it's alright to stay the night if you want. No, not today. She stands up. Thank you for your hospitality, Toru. She bows before me. Slowly she walks out of my bedroom. Oh. I'm slowly piecing everything together. I wonder what else will I discover as time goes on. I didn't school a bit earlier today. Grandpa got me up at a wrong time. He brushed it off, but then I think he might be getting just a little bit senile, you know. Well, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. I shouldn't be too harsh on him. It's too hard to imagine that he was just like me once, dealing with similar problems to mine. I suppose that's just how he is. Having not much to do, I decide to wander around for a bit. As long as I keep an eye on the time, everything should be fine. The coastline stretches out, its water sparkling with the rays of the sun. The waves really sound like they're speaking. Come to think of it, I actually haven't gone to the beach ever since I arrived here. With all the chaos I deal with day to day, I suppose I simply did not just have time for it. Sinuses! Fall is in 2 days. This sucks. And fall is my allergy season. Fall is when I die. Etch. One thing about living on the coast is that you wouldn't go to the beach every single day. It probably loses novelty pretty quickly. I look around at the waves and feel a growing temptation. Why not? Might as well feel the sand in between my toes. Hey, that feels good! I don't care what anyone says about the sand being boiling hot. Darn it, once your feet get warm and you feel it, and it doesn't feel like you're burning and your feet get used to the temperature, it feels phenomenal. Slowly taking all my shoes off, I take a slow step into the sand. It's surprisingly pleasant. I didn't even realize how sore my feet were. I can hear the whispers of the spirits here. The ocean is teeming with life. Just listening to the gentle, pleasant melody as it plays out in front of me. It truly is sublime. I sat down watching the waves roll gently onto the shore. There's no one else around right now, letting me have an unobstructed view of the ocean. I wonder what Nayako and Kayama are doing right now. When they were staying at their shrines, what exactly did they do to pass the time? Even Kaya would get bored from sitting there too long, wouldn't she? Nayako would probably just be content to laze around in the sun until it was time to go. The two of them were far too mysterious for me to comprehend. But they looked like normal girls, I suppose. Instead, I see someone in the surf. I guess I wouldn't be the only person here. Wait. No, don't tell me. See a pair of white, fuzzy ears sitting on top of her head. Then that she sees me too. Oh, Toru! Hi, Bikini! Naoko comes bounding out of the surf wearing a bikini which is little to the imagination. You don't usually leave the house until much later, you know? Why are you awake so early? Please, Naoko. Well, we can see which one's bigger. We're finally... Get the chest size. Kaio appears as well. Swimsuit is completely dry. Just like my mouth at the moment. This was the last thing I was expecting. Seeing these two dressed like this is taking my breath away. Calm down, Toru. Calm down. Just clear your head. I was observing him as he appears to be enjoying some time to relax. There is no need to bother him right now. I shake my head. Oh no, it's not a problem. I was just a little surprised to see you both here. Really, I am surprised. I imagine the two of them only went to school together because they were stuck in the same class. They wouldn't be both here because they had not agreed to be here. Restored Kaio. This is a different look for you, Kaio. But I think it's good. Do you really think so? I was actually really embarrassed, but if you like it, then that makes me very happy. Naoko's here standing up, showing just how happy she is. Ah, the warm waves, the fish, the sand. I love all of it! I swear I can hear her purring. Woman, you crazy. The beach is so warm. It's like having some kind of sun amplifying machine. I must admit, the warmth of the sand is rather pleasant on my skin. You're no fun, Kaio. You haven't even tried to get in the water. Come on, get in. I am more than content to remain on here in the sun, thank you. As you might guess, I am not fond of water. Naika paused like a spoiled child. This is why I can't take you anywhere. You're always such a killjoy. Hey, it's fine to enjoy the beach without getting into the water, you know? I'm surprised that Naiko is willing to get into the water. I know they're spirits, but they're also cats. So wouldn't a little bit of feline instinct and preference be part of their thought process? I don't know. I guess some like water. I think that's one of the things which I should just not think too much about. I guess so. I guess sometimes you gotta be a killjoy sometimes. You can't always be great. But you're missing out, Kyle. Kyle slowly picks herself up. I suppose I can try it. Wait, really? Naiko looks shocked. Yes, I might as well. She slowly walks up to the water. Also carefully she puts one toe in it. Not wholly unpleasant. She begins to walk deeper into the water, until it reaches up to her ankles. Naiko and I just stared there waiting for her to go deeper in. It's an awkward moment or two for Naiko finally decides to say something. You're only gonna go in that far? Did you expect me to go pretty about myself? That's not exactly a reasonable request. But that's the point of being in the beach. If you aren't gonna swim, then what's the point? Oh, come on. Just let her enjoy it the way she wants to. I lean next to Naoko. She'd find out something new. That's a big step, don't you think? Well, I guess so. So just let her ease into it. Naoko seems reluctant. But she doesn't say anything else. We have some time before we have to go to school, so let us enjoy this while we can. Despite herself, Naoko smiles. I agree completely. Well, getting to watch these two play in the water while wearing bikinis, there's definitely no reason to complain. Etch. You know what, everybody? We have been doing this recording for about 55 minutes. And well, it's a school night. And I can't record for much longer than I usually can. But I recorded for a pretty darn good while. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm gonna go off and make the thumbnail. And I hope you all have a great day, okay? This has been me, DJ signing off. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye! And I hope we can see a lot more fan service next time.